So in the beginning part of January 2025, a large group of missionaries from Chico, California traveled down to Vicente Guerrero, which is a small town about 4 hours south of the Mexican-American border in Baja California. There's a number of different local churches in Chico. They said it was probably 60, 80 people or so down. Our goal was to build 4 houses in 1 week, and it was an adventure. So day one was pretty successful, pretty uneventful. We made good timing. Our team was doing fantastic, and we got to meet the people who we were building with and build alongside of one of the woman's brothers who was helping us out, which is really cool. The kids got to meet other kids in the neighborhood, and it was just a great time. Day 2 was a lot of the same. We got walls up, erected. We were doing good, and day 3 we were gonna put on the roof, but then something not so good happened. On day 3, we woke up to tremendous wind. I'm not sure how many miles an hour, but it was hard to even walk, so this was a big problem. If you stop building for a day, so you take a day off, we have a very limited time. We have airline tickets there, back. We can't just extend it one more day. When you're trying to put on roofs, it's not only difficult with high wind, it can be downright dangerous. So we all gathered in the chapel and we prayed. Now there's a story in the Bible where Jesus and his disciples were caught in a big storm, and it was windy and there's waves everywhere. And Jesus speaks to the storm and he says, "Peace, be still," and the storm ceases. And so we asked Jesus, just like in the Bible, would you calm the winds? Did the wind stop? Well, not exactly. We walked outside, it was still very, very windy. And we just drove to the home building sites in faith. It was still windy everywhere we went, but when we got to the job site, we prayed once again, and we just strategized on how to keep things low to the ground and do it as safe as possible. But as we began to go, suddenly the winds got less and less and less. And it wasn't immediate, but in a few hours, there was absolutely no wind blowing. So Wednesday was a really cool day, and it didn't end with the wind stopping. In the evening, we went to a local village to hand out food to the people who were there. We shared why we were there and how God loved them, and we got to share testimonies about how our lives have been changed. And it was quite amazing. As we were sharing, all of a sudden a rainbow came out directly over where we were standing, over the people sharing about how God is so good and loves them so much. So on that last day, it's kind of a race to get to the finish because we want everything done before the sun goes down. We want to hand over keys on Thursday afternoon. So we were running this way and that, but we got it done. So we gathered the family around. This was a single mom with her daughter who we built a house for. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful moment. We got to pray for this family and bless this house. And when they saw the interior, in this culture, they don't really hug a whole lot. It's not like a touchy-feely culture, but it was really special. When she saw the home, she went around and she was giving everyone a hug. And it was just a really, really special moment. And so at the end of the week, we really felt, man, God was glorified. People were loved. Generosity happened. There's people who prayed. That was so important. We were texting, especially with the wind, texting back home, pray for the wind to die down. And so thank you to everyone who was a part, small, large, whatever. We really believe that people's lives were changed, they were touched, and God was glorified during this week. It was fantastic. So thank you again to all who supported, and there will be many, many, many more opportunities to get involved in the future.